Hi everybody, this is Dr. Lakeisha J. Cole of thefaithoutcome.com, and I am outside walking today because I need to get outside, and I just wanted to share some information with those of you who may be like me. You want to work out outside, and maybe where you live, it may be super hot as it is here where I am. So what do you do when you don't want to do an indoor workout? Well, for example, like right now, I have chosen to come outdoors, which means it's hot outside, but I usually choose a very heavily shaded tree area, and I do my walking or jogging underneath the tree. And when I'm not underneath the tree, for example, I'm leaving this tree to go to the next shaded area. Now for me, remember, everybody has a different level of health and wellness. So some people who watch my videos, you're not a jumper, you're not a jogger, you're not a sprinter, you're not a jump roper. You just do, maybe you do light walking or light exercising. So what I do for those of you who want to be outdoors, but you also have an issue with the heat, and sometimes we can use any excuse to keep from reaching our goals because we want to have a reason for not doing it. Oh, it's too hot, I can't go outside, or something else. So for example, I just walked from one tree and I was out here in an area that wasn't shaded. Now normally I'm on video right now, but normally what I would do is I would sprint to the next shaded area. So for me, I find shade. See, I'm in the shade now, and I will walk around the shaded area. Okay, so if you're walking at a pace, you keep your pace up. You keep walking with speed. If you jog, keep jogging. If you sprint, sprint. But just do it in the shaded area. And then from the shaded area, when you have to be in the sun, usually if you're in a heavily shaded area like what I'm suggesting, see, here's the sun, I'll sprint to my next shaded area, which is a short distance, but it's great enough of a distance for me to, at the end of my workout, I can say I've had enough walking, jogging, and sprinting to support my workout for my health goals. I'm under the trees again, but I usually just do that. So as I was telling my husband, I'm very well aware. I work out enough, and I have worked out for a long time, so I know how to just become innovative. I've seen what my workout schedule looks like and what type of workout I like to do, and I usually don't slow down with it. I'll just make adjustments. So that's what I do. Now normally this is the field, for those of you who watch me regularly, this is the field that you normally have seen me sprint across on my channel. Well, yeah. Well, not sprint like the Olympians, but I would, run as fast as I can, and then I'll slow down when I get to the end. But I definitely keep a pace. I'm used to running. I'm comfortable with running. So I'll do that. And then sometimes when I'm in a shaded area like this, remember I have my phone in hand, I will stop in the shade, and then I may do some lunges. Different types of lunges, step out lunges. I may do some jumping jacks or jog in place, but no excuses here for me. I like to have this time to just get out and feel like this is my time for myself. And as I tell people all the time, to be in the healthcare field or health and wellness industry, and you're constantly helping people with their health, motivating and inspiring them, a lot of times it's so easy to ignore your own health. And as I stated, along my journey, I've learned a lot about taking time for me and making sure that I reach my goals. And not only that I'm a person who I take my own health advice. Now, of course, things happen. So as I always try to encourage, there's no judgment. You're on your own time. You're in your own space. You have your own life and your schedule. You know what you have going on. Nobody knows what you have going on. And sometimes on the outside, it can look like you don't have anything going on. Sometimes you try to stress yourself emotionally and physically to prove that you have things going on. So I always say, just, keep up with yourself. And I refuse to be, it's just in the cards for me. I refuse to be a person who talks to people day in and day out about their health, and then I neglect mine. That's just a pet peeve that I have for myself. I can't do it. I won't do it. Anything that goes on with me, it's just like anybody else, I have health challenges, but I'm going to do everything that I can. And that's what I'm going to do. So, again, here's the shaded area. And I'll just walk and sprint. I would sprint more, but I'm holding the phone. So, she's not able to do it right now until I finish my video. But I'm just here to encourage, again, to inspire, to motivate you. We all have things going on, and sometimes you just have a difficult time keeping up. And as I stated, it's so easy to complain and just feel worse about things and talk about how it is, and it doesn't help. So it's no need of doing it. You've heard in my last few videos, and probably a lot of them, that because I used to just have what I felt like a lot of negativity in my life, now I just don't want to be a complainer. I don't even want to talk about the struggles that I have and go through. So for all the people who think that, I have it going on, I do. Please don't feel bad. I have things going on just like you. I just don't talk about them as much, because for me, I just feel like, from my experience, it just radiates and makes it seem like it gets worse to me. So I just try to keep it to myself unless it is just necessary that I have to talk about it or inform people about it. Yeah, so I hope everyone is having a great day so far, and you're off to a great week mentally and emotionally. And just remember to take time for yourself. Make time for you. I don't care what you have going on. I don't care who is in your life and what things you have to do. Make time for yourself. If it's just 15 minutes a day, make time for yourself, because in the end, if all you can say is, oh, well, I just gave and gave and gave, and that was the reason that I didn't have time to pay attention to my own health and well-being, then it's just really not going to be, it's just not going to serve you the justice that you deserve. Make sure that you get time in for yourself. And, I'm a health professional, so, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your triglycerides, your weight, your blood glucose levels, your sugar, all of that. Take time for you and your mind mentally. Take time for you. Everybody has something going on. Everybody has something to do. And work is work. Whether you work from home, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a housewife, whether you go out of your home and work in the office, or you stay at home and work in the office, it doesn't matter. Take time for yourself and know that you know what work is for you. Sometimes, I don't know who I'll be calling out here, but sometimes, we're perfect at our jobs. We're doing everything. Everything at the job is perfect. We're doing everything that we need to do. And then you walk in the house and you got laundry all over the place. Clean clothes that need to be folded. And they done piled up. One little small load and turned into 6 or 7 little small loads. And now you have piles of large loads all over the place. Or you have a whole lot of dishes in the sink. Or, oh, I didn't get my walk in today. I didn't get to go to my health session today. Like, whatever. Don't neglect your health. And this is not judgment. This is inspiration. Don't neglect your health. I have seen in my career people of all ages, all different various backgrounds, dealing with things because they admit that they neglected themselves because maybe they were trying to work to take care of a family. Maybe they were, had a genetic history that led to a lot of preventive diseases that got out of hand because, well, I was busy. I was busy doing things for the family, or I was busy doing things for my job. And for those of you who are not aware, my new book, you know what it is because I put it out there, is number 13. And these are the very things that I discuss about how you need to call yourself out. Okay? Calling yourself out is just about you being honest with yourself, not feeling guilty, not putting pressure on yourself, not kicking yourself when you're down about your life, and saying, hey, You know, I matter too. I say it all the time. I have several videos out there that it's okay. Don't allow anybody in any area of your life to make you feel like you don't have time for your mental health and well-being. You know, because it's easy, and I've had to work at it myself, and that's why I wrote the book, because some of the stories that are not personal to me, I've seen in my career. I've seen close up and personal. And I know that it's easy for us to get away from caring for ourselves and doing what we need to do in our lives. You know, no, I'm going to put this phone down. I'm going to put this computer down, and I'm going to clean my house. And, you know, I'm going to go outside and I'm going to groom my yard or whatever it is. I'm going outdoors and I'm working out, period. I'm getting out of this house and I'm going to work out because my health matters. Like, it does so much for you that you don't even know. And, what is the name? I keep forgetting. But anyway, I just want you to, you know, go to my channel and go to my website, thefaithoutcome.com, and look at those resources. And if you haven't, you know, taken advantage of them yet, if this is your first time seeing me on video, this is your first time coming to my channel, then please, by all means, go to my website and take a look at these resources, because these books are written for you. They're universally written for any person, various age groups. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just, I write them from my spirit and everything that we all go through. I don't care who you are. I guarantee you, and yes, I guarantee you, you'll find something in each of my books that makes you say, hey, that's for me. And you have to do something for yourself sometimes. And I just, you know, sometimes we just have to be in different environments, because your health matters. And I was thinking of something. It's going to go on the new book, so I don't want to go into it too much. But it's so easy for us to do a lot of talking. You know, it's easy to talk about what you need to do, what you're going to do, and do nothing. You just sit there and you do nothing about it, and it continues to come to you over and over again. Signs are coming to you all the time about something specific that you need to do, and it is tied to your destiny. I wrote a book some years ago that I picked up yesterday. And man, I'm telling you, I was just like, wow. I have to say, I'm serious. I'm proud of me. I'm going to give myself my own flowers, because to say that I actually do something where I know my intention is good and right. You know, I haven't always done everything like anybody that's perfect and all of that, as much as I have tried to be. But I'm going to give myself my flowers, because I really write these books for people to be uplifted, to be encouraged, to find themselves and get on the path that they know they need to be on. You know, for some of you today, you come on my channel just because you enjoy to see me work out. You don't work out with me. You're not planning on working out with me. But you just enjoy watching me. And thank you. Shout out. But again, for some of you, the reason you're not doing anything is maybe because you put too much pressure on yourself. You put so much pressure on yourself I sounded like my mom just then, to do something healthy, that you end up doing nothing at all. And I continue to stress that you have to enjoy what you're doing. You know, it has to feel natural for you. Because if it feels like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I have to do this, I'm obligated to do that, it just puts a pressure on you that gets no results. Even if you get started, you won't keep up because it just feels abnormal. And you have to bring normalcy to your life. You have to bring wellness to your reality. This is what I have going on. This is what I have to do every day. And still, if you don't take time to stop and hydrate yourself, and I'm not talking about a sugary beverage either. I'm talking about hydrate yourself with the composition that you were made of. And that's H2O. Hydrogen, oxygen, you know what it is. You're going to have to do that, because if you don't, I'll tell you, if you need me to tell you, your body is intelligent. Oh, it's going to let you go on and on and on doing what you have to do, saying about everything and everybody, and it's just going to allow you to do that. And your body is going to listen to you and say, hey, she's in charge, he's in charge, and this is what they've got me doing. And then one day your body's going to say, you know what, I can't do it. I want to do it. I know that you don't like to stop and eat anything healthy. I know you don't like to stop and just make sure you get something to eat because you're so busy. I know that you like to do things your way, and I'd like to allow you to. But today, I just find that I don't have the energy. Your body is intelligent. It's going to do what it can until it can't. And if you're not giving your body what you need, I was saying this years and years ago. I said this 20 years ago. I was 26 years old, just started my new business. And I was constantly telling people, you have to give the body what it needs. Clean water, fresh air, natural sunlight, proper nutrition, exercise and physical activity, and a clean environment. You have to do that for yourself, and purified water. You have to do that for yourself. And I don't care how long you've been going. You may say, oh, I've been doing this longer than you've been alive, Dr. Cole. Maybe you have. But I assure you, whatever you're doing and however long you've been doing it, and if it hasn't been the healthiest choice for you, your body will not go as long as it can. So whenever your body shuts down, just know that, oh, it was able to go a lot longer than that, but it didn't have what it truly needed. And it couldn't give you what you wanted, which was to continue to do what you want to do. But live a life that's healthy and energized as if you're doing everything you need to. I want you to, again, always give yourself grace, but, be honest with yourself. You're going to be by yourself at some point within the day. And sometimes you need to stop and just look in the mirror and say, hey, you, I'm talking to you. You need to do this. You need to pay attention to this. And that's what you need to do. So, my book, The name of it is Complete Chaos. It just came out, and it is about being in your purpose. You're doing exactly what you were called to do for the world, but you're looking outward, and you're looking at everybody else and what they need to be doing, You know, she need to be doing that. He needs to be doing that. You know, they really need to do this. They're not paying attention to that. Oh, let me get a video together and expose this person. You know, this is what this person was up to. Call yourself out. Okay? That's what this book is about. Call yourself out on your own stuff. That is the gist of what this book is about. For some people, you're not ready for it, and it's okay. But all of my books, they build up. There's a process to them. The first book is Faith Changes the Outcome, From Failure to Success. That's the first book I ever wrote. Well, ever published. Let me get that right. Ever published. I had been writing a long time before I published work. And my most recent book is Complete Chaos, Calling Yourself Out. And for those of you who are aware, I'm a motivational, inspirational speaker. I encourage you, I inspire you, my channels, all of them, from Instagram to, what's that other one, TikTok, YouTube. They're all my books. They're all inspirational. You know, I inspire you, I motivate you to believe in yourself and find yourself, and don't put pressure on yourself to be down on yourself, but at the same time, do something to help yourself after you're inspired. And I have written 13 books, and this most recent book, now this is a book about putting it to yourself. Like, you really have to be honest with yourself, and it is a self-help book, so it's going to help you if you allow it to. You're going to need to just be real with yourself, be honest with yourself, and call yourself out. It's not about anybody else and what anybody else thinks and trying to impress anybody, and you're worried about what people think about you. It's not about that. It's not about making changes because you're trying to impress somebody. It's about making changes in your own life because you know what you need to do to get the best out of your life. You know what you need to do. Come on now. We all do. Whether we tell other people or not, we all know what we need to work on. And if you're a person who's looking at this video right now and you feel like, no, I don't need to do nothing. No, you better go back and really look deep, because we all do. Everybody. It doesn't matter where you come from, what your background, what your experiences are. We all have something that we need to work on that's not hitting the bar. And you may be a person who, you know, it's difficult for you because maybe everybody in your life has always told you what you wanted to hear. Nobody wanted to hurt your feelings, nothing like that. Get away and find some realness. And that doesn't mean that everybody's opinion in your life matters, but there is an internal sensory mechanism that we all have that lets you know that what that person said, it came from their heart, it was genuine, and it was God sent to you. Oh, I love trees. I say that, don't I? I love trees. So, you know, work on yourself and Get the best out of your life. And it's okay. It's going to take time. But it's better to do a little bit all of the time than to just do nothing or try to do so much at one time that you burn yourself out, and next thing you know, you're no good for anybody and you're headed downward spiral, and you'll be out of here. And I mean out of here, off the planet, out of this world, because you just did not take time for yourself. Well, I think I need to get off this video now because, you know, I like to turn up the heat. And I don't have, yes I do, I'm not gonna say that. I like to turn up the heat and make sure that when I get finished working out, that it was worth it. It was worth it. So on my rest days, I feel good because I get it in. And anybody who's ever seen me, I've heard it. Like, yes, I do. I'm so focused and driven. I've got it. I know how to tune everything out when I need to and get busy on myself. But please have a great week and do something special for yourself, but be honest with yourself. And if you need a place to start, you can start with my new book, Complete Chaos in Your Purpose, Calling Yourself Out, by Dr. Lakeisha Cole. And I'm sure that you're going to get something great out of it. It's going to be no pressure. It's just you and your thoughts and yourself, your life, and the changes you're going to make for you to be better. Okay, go to thefaithoutcome.com. I'm telling you again. Have a great day and have a very productive week. Love, peace, and happiness. See ya.